I'm not hearing anything. I don't know if the stream has anything. It looks like the stream has audio, I think.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Alright, you should have my audio now. Hold on, let me set it to mono. Okay, apologies for the rough start. Hopefully, alright, Amber and Grego are in the room again. Okay, should I have to do anything else to make sure that this bingo bot is going to work?
What I'll do is I'll grab a card and I'll just post it.
Yeah, and just tell them to use like the file name like AA or something if it doesn't post a file name.
Okay.
Or like have them decide on some kind of 2-letter file name. Either way works.
Yeah, okay. Just make sure I got a card up. It's the right version. 10.3.2, that's the right version. Okay, it worked. So I don't need to do anything. Alright, let's take a look at this card it posted. Fuck. Okay, so the card. Alright, immediately zero in on 10 songs. Nothing's. Oh, we lost Moose.
Uh-oh. He'll be back.
Okay.
I'll drag him back in.
So you might have to pull him back in. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Apologies, Wi-Fi adapter bad.
Okay. So let's find good rows here. Bronze Gauntlets is on the board. That's not one you see that much. It's not a terrible goal. You do have to get gold gauntlets before getting rid of Pocket Cocoa, which can be pretty awkward routing-wise. But it's not that slow of a goal. Or you can keep equip swap Cocoa and keep it for a while. 8 ZD skulls on the board. 8 ZD skulls can be kind of a painful goal if you don't know how to do it. The hover to the one as child is pretty tough, and time of day routing as adult can also be a mess depending on the rest of your route.
I'm a fan of Road 2, since
yeah,
it's actually funny. There's 2 opportunities to get a different bottle than CAC.
Yeah, actually, that's true, eh?
Yeah, it's really rare. It's pretty
You double skip CAC bottle.
Row 1 looks good too. Like some good synergies with Child Reset and Plant Beans, plus some good skulls in Adult.
Oh yeah. You got to be comfortable with your skull routing anytime you pick 30 skulls, but yeah, in this case, it's probably one of the easier rows to deal with it. full equipment is not as long as it might appear, because most equipment is not that hard to get. Let's see. Oh, bomb shoe bowling prizes on this board. That's a goal no one ever does, ever.
Yeah. Unless it's
Although,
back in time, but...
row 5 has Goron bracelet in it. So, that's... honestly... probably
Goron's not
still
a bad
slow.
child only, to be honest.
Yeah, row 5...
Oh, sorry,
row
row 5.
5...
I meant row 5.
Yeah. Row 5 is probably what I'd pick. 5 keys in Forest is not bad. Well, it is kind of bad because you have to fight Red Poe, but... and 1 skull in each adult dungeon is kind of hard. But it's definitely doable.
Oh no, Greg.
Yeah, usually if you want to pick an easy row, you find 10 songs and you find the easiest row with it. But both these 10 songs rows have a hard goal in them, in Bronze Gauntlets and ZD Skulls. The other one you can look at is Elemental Arrows, but you know, those rows have Bronze Gauntlets and ZD Skulls.
Yeah, I mean, ZD Skulls on this board is unfortunate because it's in both rows have trade quests.
Yeah. It's not very good with Trade Quest.
Though it seems that Grego is a 8 Skulls hater anyway. He immediately put it red. Not so Ember going for the sword. Not 100% sure which row that would be at. I guess probably one of the equipment ones.
I mean,
She's
sword
on
is just
N64, so... Since she's on N64, I sort of doubt that she's like a sword defaulter.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Well, we got their rows now. Column 3, both of them. Yeah, I can see that. That's not bad.
I'm sorry, that's not the row.
Or that's not true? Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so that's fine. Column 3 I do think is pretty good, though, if they do go for that. There's nothing in it that seems awful.
Yeah, Forest Trial, it's probably one of the better Forest Trial rows. Though it does look a bit long to me.
That's accurate.
Oh, Grego is
now
actually doing 8 Skulls, that's interesting.
Okay.
Oh, and we're getting a Bomb Shoe Bowling, too.
Oh,
This is some rare gameplay.
Yeah, no kidding. We never get to see Bomb Shoe Bowling.
Okay, I'm very excited for this race.
Yeah, I think, honestly, row 5, if you're not super familiar with Bingo, row 5 is not bad. I think you can,
Yeah, so now the sword makes sense. Just, if you're like an extended child section, it's nice to have sword.
Oh yeah, this will be a very long child section. Surely you do Goron Bracelet and fully beat DC in Child 1.
Yeah, I'm guessing she might RBA choose his child.
You wouldn't have to, but you might want to.
Yeah, but I mean, like unless you're super comfortable with this kind of child stuff, you probably want to RBA choose.
Well, how many would you need? You want 2 for ZL, then getting to bombs would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 7. So yeah, you'd only have 3 to spare. So yeah, it's fair. You might want to RBA more. Oh no, that's not true. You have Goron Bracelet. What am I talking about? You don't need that many. You can bypass all of that with Goron Bracelet, like all of them.
Quite a few of those usages.
So yeah.
Grego's row. With Boomerang, I mean, yeah, actually, wait, no, Requiem ruins your time of day. Actually, I mean, it's pretty close to night, so, but the thing is that, actually, wait, if you west out there from Serenade to do the cliff, it's probably going to be around nighttime. So I think Requiem Time of Day is good in Grego's row
Okay.
for the Zora Skulls.
Yeah, I mean, probably he opts to do. Well, no, he's not going to opt to do Boomerang as Child, will he? Because then you don't have to do the hover, but that's probably.
I'm pretty sure Gregor knows the hover.
He
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
knows the hover, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gregor definitely.
Though
knows
honestly,
the
Boomerang as
hover.
Child wouldn't even be that bad here. Well, I guess it would, because you'd have to get choose and do all that. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna see, yeah, Rudo's letter bottle. Oh. He didn't have money. Oh no.
Not sure what happened there. Oh, lacking root basically.
Okay, so Rudo's letter bottle to move King Zora. Do the hover for that skull. And then go straight adult. There's nothing else worth doing.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I sort of completely miss this when you're looking at the board. This looks like a very solid row.
Yeah, I think so.
I think both rows are pretty good.
Yeah, one skull in each adult dungeon always feels kind of bad when you have to go all the way up to Spirit just for that. But it always seems to work out that way.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, there's very rare that Bingo doesn't end up in Spirit or in Colossus area for some reason or another.
Yeah, it's because it's far from everything else, and Bingo, as things are right now, people have gotten too good for it, and so to extend the times to actually be like, you know, the 1 hour, like 5 plus, that 110 or so, you need to have a lot of really spread out goals, and that's why like Desert just often shows up. Desert and like Saria's goals show up a lot just because they're so far away from other stuff in terms of time.
It's also like why Rusty Switches is like on every board.
Yeah.
You have two very out of the way things at once.
Yeah.
Though funnily enough, something that was broken until like 2 days ago was this fact that 10 Songs in Saras, which has considerable anti-synergy, but with Back in Time, it actually lets you completely avoid going to the Spirit area, which was not properly accounted for. So, yeah, I mean, the best time of the tournament kind of abuses that so far. So
yeah, it's kind of interesting that that particular combo was considered terrible for such a long time, and then it popped out of nowhere as like the optimal strategy in that particular version.
Okay, Amber, unfortunately,
They
missing
missed
the re-enter.
Sucks. And get to see him weep. Weep. Weep.
Yeah, I like that 8 Zora Skulls is like usually better with Mweep.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that Mweep shows up in the meta in a couple of places. Actually optimal sometimes.
Yeah, but like, there's actually a lot of things where like people just kind of assume it's bad and then never try it, and then someone eventually tries it and then they get a good time, and then people realize like, oh, this is actually really good, and it just breaks the version.
Yeah, like using light arrows to RBA Spirit Goski.
Yeah, that and I think, well, back in 2020, I think Juke just timed how good BAing Hammer was for the trials goals, which require Hammer, and it was
Yeah, it's like,
quite
oh,
good.
this is actually OP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to make
runner
the whole
guy.
2 minutes faster if you don't need creative.
Yeah. 8 skulls and Rang, and he's not gonna get Rang for the one child skull.
Oh, Grego
There.
opting for
You
this
Just do the
hover
old method.
instead of the other hover.
Can't get the optimal strat, just YOLO the old method, it's fine.
I guess he's looking up
He's
the
looking up a
video.
video.
Yeah.
probably.
I was like fully expecting Grego just to like have this
Wait,
off
what?
the dome, to be honest.
Is he gonna get Boomerang without... Okay. I guess...
Guess not.
No. Alright, he's changed his mind. I mean, I would have at least saved in there, but I guess you don't really have to, it doesn't matter. Or he's realized that his plan is falling apart.
You know, Amber has gotten shoes and she's picking up bugs.
Okay, here we go. I mean, that would have been pretty sick. You could have pulled that off and then get Boomerang now. But you still have to come here as adult anyway, so it would barely save you time.
I'm like without explosives as a child, it might honestly be slower.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, you lose time on that initial hover, but that one's not much longer than like how much this one adds to it, like relative to getting a boomerang.
Yeah,
So-
and that's all you would have to do without shoes, right? You don't. No, yeah, you don't need them for anything else on the way to Boomerang. So they're...
Yeah, and enter job is a bit faster as child as well. Yeah, actually, no, you're right. I think boomerang as child might be slightly faster.
Would be actually be optimal. I didn't.
Yeah, this strat's a bit finicky because you have to hold sort of like outside of ESS, but not too much, and kind of a bit angled to get the optimal amount of climbing. And then here you have to do a slightly early hover after the third one to gain the right amount of height.
Yeah, this strat looks annoying.
Grego seems to be doing a slightly different version where you are angled like more flush with the wall, which comes at the risk of getting hit by the skull. There's another strat which stays away from the skull, but also makes it a bit harder to collect it, so there's like a trade-off there. This one I think you just have to be very precise with your hover timing, not get hit.
Kind of pain. Amber going for Child ZL as you need for Goron Bracelet. Not too much exciting.
It's just the one big issue with this strat is that if you mess up, you have to like run all the way back and do the long setup again.
Yeah, it's such a slow setup.
This is oh, she's going for stick strat?
Yeah,
That's actually quite brave on like one heart. Like, I mean, oh, she has shield for the backup, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but yeah,
Yeah, I
ignore
mean,
me.
the shield damage boost is easier though, but I guess if you're used to doing it that way, then go for it. Alright, Grego gets another attempt. Oh, never mind.
I wonder how he feels right
Yeah, it didn't. Oh, he's molding for sure.
Tilted out of his mind.
life, yeah.
I need that like the image of the cat, like the rage consumes me. Okay, RG confirming that he is indeed an N64 main.
Yeah, that makes enough sense.
Yeah, I mean, definitely stick with like what you know, right? Rather than try and do the faster thing.
There's not much point in learning something you will rarely ever use, even if it's slightly easier.
I wonder if Grego is thinking about Boomerang now.
I mean, he does have the option of going and getting Choose and coming back and doing this, but that would feel like a lot of pain at this point.
He's like sunk cost at this point. Gotta be right.
Grego did Rudo Bottle, yeah.
I mean, it's literally like you're stuck between two awful hovers. Pick your which one you prefer.
Yeah.
Or like the third, probably like. I mean, maybe not necessarily that bad time-wise in the grand scheme of things, but like definitely bad ego-wise is just go get Choose.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting Choose here would be all that terrible. It's definitely not really optimal because you don't need them for anything else, and you have Ice Arrows anyway. But
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't lose too much time, but like, I definitely get like wanting to get the trick that you committed to.
yeah, if you committed to learning this, you obviously want to use it. It's just
I am not convinced Grego has done this very often before, since he seemed to be looking up a video after quitting job.
yeah, it's not a good sign. I wouldn't go for something like this if you weren't 100% confident with it, because there are other options. You don't need to do this.
Oh yeah, we have the resident Zora Skulls expert in chat.
Yeah, Garg beat me with it, so it must be good.
Actually, this trick has a special place for me because, well, okay, making this sounds kind of weird putting it that way, but I did 4 child skulls of the strat in when I beat Tob like 2 years ago. So
Oh, shit, nice.
nice associations.
Was Top the one who made this strat, or did somebody else do it?
Yeah, it was Tob who made it.
There you go. Beat him with his own strat.
Yeah, so I like this, but then in that same tournament, I lost to him when I was doing Gerudo skulls. So like, these are the good skulls, and Gerudo skulls are the bad child skulls.
Oh, there's a fail. What was that?
I think
That
I think
backup
Grego's got
setup?
it now.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
We're moving.
Worth it.
Yeah, Amber did a roll during her setup. I tried to fix it, but a little bit too far, it seems.
Yeah, okay. Because it looked like she was very close to the cutscene when she backflipped there.
I thought Garg was already domain still addict before that race. The revisionism for sure.
Alright. Got the 2 fountain skulls. Making progress.
Oh, I forgot how easy it is for a child to swim here. Must be really annoying to get that movement.
Yeah. You have to like go around the very outer edge of the water. I usually just swim, so it's not even worth trying.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's more like, I think Garg was in chat for a lot of bingos, and maybe he was always simping for 8 skulls then. Or my memory is just completely off. But Garg's definitely been like a bingo chatter for a long time.
Any bingo chatters? In 2021 was 2 years ago. Has been a while.
Yeah, I think like didn't Triforce start like not that long ago either, and now he's like Mr. Bingo, doing all the balancing.
Yeah, the bingo balancer. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. I didn't mind doing it, but yeah. There's
I
no more
mean-
at Shaggy Keck W. At Triforce Keck W. You guys are gonna do it anyway.
Sick.
Oh, that was a
This
nice.
is the kind of strat like
Yeah.
Grego knows because we just run every category, so like he knows this from no wrong or no SRM, I guess. I do remember when we used to play in English. That was the dark ages.
Yeah. Some loser had to come and change that.
Yeah, I like how like before that we're all like, no one's ever gonna bother retiming it. Plus, it'll shift the meta because now like Child's Yell will be OP. Because I guess we just forgot Trade Quest had text boxes.
Yeah,
don't know.
honestly, it wasn't nearly as much of a difference as people thought it was.
Yeah, it just kind of made stuff faster and rows a bit longer, which is honestly good
Yeah.
because more gameplay is better, gives a bit of a higher skill ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a lot of... There's multiple people who said they wouldn't have ever played bingo on English. So, that's
Yeah, also for
a
the
very
N64
good thing.
people, it was like a huge thing. Well, except with N64 boomers, I guess, because I don't think... Does Matt have... Oh, no, he just plays on EverDrive because it's convenient, right? He doesn't have a JP card.
Pretty sure he has a JP card, yeah.
Yeah, did Ganonless and stuff. There's no way he
Yeah.
did not in English.
Amber's cutting it close down the hill.
Optimal.
Backwalk and
respect
hold
it.
shield, hold shield. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Alright. There's her first goal, by the way. She got the legitimate, not upgrade, so on her way.
Yeah, just gotta make sure you keep it topped up.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
kind of
goals like-
annoying when you get it this early.
And goals like this are like nightmares in Walkout.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rang would have involved another bullshit hover, so
Yeah, I mean, he's-
equally
he's-
based in my opinion.
He did one attempt at the Octorok hover for the Switch and then just was like, yeah, no, just left.
Yeah, like if this row had like a legitimate use for adult shoes, then I think like Child Jabba would be really good and like comfy, but it just doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, having shoes is always nice. You can use them in places, but since it's a trade, if it wasn't a trade quest row, then that would be a really good option.
No, I think even if like let's say Ice Arrows is replaced with Mirror Shield, then like I definitely get Child Choose.
Yeah, it's a fair
like,
point.
Just trekking up river is like way worse than people think. Like being able to Mega Slide up it is like a real advantage.
Real time. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I mean, it would add an extra save warp though, which is not great.
I do know that Grego is a big fan of the Tektite hover into Jagu's adult, so I wonder if he's gonna go for that just because he can, really?
Oh god, that is so slow and dumb. I remember having to do that. When did I have to do that? Oh yeah, when I was working on
Max % adult or something, or
max percent no inventory explosives was when I was doing that. I
you
never
actually
actually did an, I never did an RTA run of that. I never got around to doing that. I did make a low tat of the route I made though. I should do that at some point.
As far as I know, the only person who's like done a run is Dungeon Fire.
Yeah,
It took them like 16 hours.
Yeah, I was pretty confident I could beat that. Probably get like an 8-hour time or something. I just could not find the energy to do that because there's some real nasty stuff you have to do in that run.
Is Amber a time stopper? Let's find out.
Time stop and soft lock, pull a mat.
Definitely OI for the ZL, yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you don't know what you're doing while time stopping, it's like pretty easy to soft lock, so makes sense.
I mean, you don't have to time stop there for anything, but you can do it by accident.
Yeah, it's just fast because you keep the bottle in hand.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like you do time stop, play the song, and okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a small optimization.
I never even thought of doing that. 2 goals.
Yeah, Grego's getting
way behind.
So now, Bomb Chew Bowling requires DC, right? Or does it just require bomb bag?
You have to beat DC.
Beat DC, okay.
Yeah. The game is pretty inconsistent in terms of like what requires beating DC and what requires the Goron Ruby in inventory.
Yeah.
Most child stuff is beating DC. Most adult stuff is the Ruby.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Except for like OOT cutscene, which is just the Ruby. Well, it's all 3 stones, but yeah. I think buying bombs as child and bomb chew bowling are beating DC.
So then is buying explosives as adult Ruby?
It's Ruby,
and the
yeah.
Goron shop it is.
Yeah. It's true in the Bazaar too, isn't it? Pretty sure.
I'm not sure.
I feel like I've done that before.
It's also the Bomb Chew shop in Market, which no one ever goes to. Requires DC as far as
beating
I'm
DC,
aware.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's unfortunate that shop is so hard to access because it's kind of cool. You just never need to go there unless you're doing a no RP.
In like the glitchless back in whenever the gate skip as child was first found, the first strat for potential strats involved like needing to target a chew to have like a variable angle when you're side hopping. So like there was legitimately a route that would have done bomb chew bowling after DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would be the fastest way, eh? Because it's not like you have wallet to buy carpet chews. Or no, wait, that would be past the gate anyway. Yeah, never mind. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then Rosewater found this like absolute beast of a setup, and that sort of went away.
Yeah.
But it's like like people actually made timing videos of that. It's like you can find them. It's an interesting period in the history of glitchless. Okay, we're getting DC now.
Yeah, we get to see
And,
Child
well,
DC.
Yeah.
Grego is playing the game, but he won't be really playing for quite a bit.
And using a chew for this when you don't have to, you can just pick up the bomb flower and put it down. I guess that is a bit slower.
Yeah, I think she's just not used to having Goron bracelet, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's very easy. Just pick up the bomb, put it down, and ground jump off of it. Please realize you can do that. Don't waste time on this.
Oh, I think she's noticed.
No, please just pick up the. Okay.
There's another like alternative strat where you use the baby dodongos, the pot.
Yeah, I remember doing that way back when I first started learning bingo. I couldn't figure out this strat, and so I was doing that. You just lure the baby dodongo over
is
and
getting a bit scary. So
She picked
yeah.
up the bomb. She picked up the bomb flower. And still doesn't
No,
realize.
please just pick up the flower. No.
No.
yeah, this strat won't even work, won't it? Because it relies on getting stuck on it.
Yeah, there.
Okay,
Put it
there
down.
you
Put
go.
it. No, no. Where are you going? Put it down.
Okay,
No, just okay. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, no, that's a good strat what she did because she wanted the BMOS to free her earlier, but she got the cycle wrong. It's actually a nice optimization.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you could do that, eh?
At least I'm gonna say it's that. It could have just been like moving around, waiting for it to explode. I don't know.
You can use a bomb flower here too. You don't have to waste a chew. But not that bomb flower though. That won't work. You have to use one of the ones the far side.
Does this like how long does it take to regrow versus explode?
I
We'll
don't
see.
know. But if you pick up one of the farthest ones, like one of the end of the row, you can put it in the middle and this will work. It's slightly faster than using this one.
I want to say regrowing is like 10 seconds. Oh no, did Grego not get the Poe? I think he missed the Poe because he failed Arby the first time.
Yeah, the optimal strat here with bomb flowers is to like trigger both explosions sort of manually by cooking a bomb on one end, taking the next one, and then throwing it to hit the other end. Since that's all that matters.
Oh yeah. Well, we have Hylian shield strats. I respect that.
Can't use the Deku nuts.
Yeah, especially if you're not familiar with the back. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Boost.
that's good. Okay, 3 chews for the mega flip.
Yeah, this there's a damage boost here that isn't half bad now because glitchless people found a good strat because it became relevant. But it's kind of new, so I'm pretty sure she's gonna go for the mega.
The mega isn't that bad. It's just a neutral mega flip. You just need a decent angle, which I think that should. That might be a bit too far left.
But I'm not sure. I think like you can basically go as narrow as you want, as long as you're gonna clear the wall.
Yeah, which usually I aim for like the ceiling arch and put like the sword icon sort of just sitting on the right side of it, but
because I mean I think as long as you
work.
clear the wall and like the whatever frame of mega flip, you're good.
Yeah, I think this should be fine.
Okay, Dampe prediction.
Yeah. Oh no.
No. This is rough, because like if you run out of cheers, then you're just
yeah, you have to reset and do the whole thing again, or do the glitchless slingshot skips.
Yeah, you should probably. Yeah,
bingo players.
You'd save, yeah.
Yeah, bingo players are not going to know how to do those unless they're also glitchless runners. I certainly don't know how to do that. Oh, that hurts. One more try.
Ontario gets the best family time of the day.
The 49?
Yeah. Well, there were other races earlier, but let's just say the best non-French restreamed one. Honestly, like, I'm at some tech he was doing like 2 races at once.
Oh,
There
we
you
in
go.
there. Oh,
This is it.
you can unclench.
Amber is trying to give us a heart attack.
Yeah. Alright, Grego gonna proceed with trade quest. There shouldn't be anything weird about this trade quest. No, I think it should be completely normal. There's nothing. If I remember correctly, time of day really does not work out with Z skulls and trade quests. Is that right?
Here Requiem saves you like completely.
Okay.
Because once you get Requiem, it's like, what, like 30 seconds tonight-ish? Maybe a bit longer.
So you
But
can
that's
go
around
and-
the same time that it takes to set up the clip into domain from Serenade, which is
Right.
optimal in this case since you have Serenade. So
Right, so
I
you
think
play
Grego
Serenade.
recognized that like later on, so I just did after initially marking it red.
Yeah. Play Serenade, fail that clip for 3
With
minutes, and then
coalescing.
get real mad. Oh, that's sick. Why waste a bomb when you can spend extra time setting that up?
It is a really cool strat.
It is cool, yeah.
It's actually like good now. Neko has a good strat, which is what you just saw. I think people just YOLO it. Okay, this is kind of tight as child in terms of movement. You have to really get the right OI position to make it on time.
Yeah, this is really frustrating to do as child.
Though it seems she has a setup. Did Amber ever do like a child dungeon?
This is not the setup I use for this. Because Neko has a setup pretty good, where you like, you start at the wall over there. You do, I think it's turn 90.
You can
90,
die
I think
here too, if you want a safe strat.
Yeah, that's right. Or you could just push the block, which is very slow, so you don't really want to do that.
Oh, with a ground jump, it's not too bad. If you have, actually, no, that's only adult that reaches. Never mind.
Yeah, there's no way
you can
child
hover
reaches
as child,
that.
But,
At that point, you're probably better off going around. Well, a bomb hover might get you up there. You'll probably get your shield burned when you're trying to hover. You have to kill all of the Heath in the room.
Yeah, this is a valid thing, especially with Highway and Shield. There's much risk.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Grego doing an early minuet, which is, I think he's just being very conservative with bombs.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this.
I mean, he is going to craters. I'm not sure how necessary it is, but
you should end every bingo on 40 bombs. That's optimal.
I mean, with like storms, it's actually like I think a bit less bad to play minuet again because you're a bit further away from the entrance. Maybe he has an excuse.
That's
I don't think
very
he has
minor.
Any excuse. Yeah, I don't think he has any excuse. I mean, like, it is very close already. With like minuet early versus minuet late.
It's less execution heavy to just play minuet though, so
yeah, that's
I kind of think that's why most people go for it.
Maybe Grego just literally doesn't know how to do the left of thumb. It's a pure poesser.
Why even learn it with bombs? The Poe is always there. I think that bomb's gonna miss the... Yeah.
Yeah, bombs can betray you, but the Poe will always be there.
And we get to see the most difficult boss in the game.
Dude, Ember is gonna be like trio, like literally. It's hilarious. How like different these rows are in terms of like you get a bunch of goals at once versus
Yeah,
Grego is gonna just like, well, it all goes according to plan, finish a bunch in the last 20 minutes.
yeah, I think Grego's first goal will probably be Shadow Keys, which is gonna be a long time from now.
Yeah, I mean he does Shadow Caves and like Suns and then Desert Area, then like and
Yeah, and at ZD.
probably in River on the last skull would be the ending here.
Yeah, that makes enough sense.
Yeah, it's rare. Like that's like the one weird thing about trade quests. The main skulls is that like you only go down or you never end up going back up.
You do have to watch this cutscene.
Yeah, I mean, as a
There's-
child, I think it's very hard to do the cutscene skip faster than it takes to watch this. Plus, your save
Yeah,
warp goes like
you have
further away.
Yeah, as child, you have to the DC entrance cutscene doesn't work for the DC wrong warp, so you have to use either Death Mountain Trail entrance or Goron City entrance. So you have to enter DC, clear the cutscene, then leave and go watch one of those cutscenes, then come back and do the wrong warp. So it always feels very slow.
Yeah, I think child DC wrong warps are basically useless outside of like if you did Ongdor and you use FW. As
Yeah,
far as I know, for like any category.
yeah. It. You might be able to find some extremely specific child-only bingo circumstance where it's optimal, but really unlikely. And here you could theoretically go get a spirit skull after doing it, but there's no way that's worth it. It takes so long to get back to adult.
Yeah, like if in terms of
You have
child
to watch
bingo, I could
Requiem.
think of like a bomb bag 30 row where you also want to maybe get like 60 GD keys, and you have something like a bomb tube bowling, then maybe it's good in that case.
Yeah, like if you have specifically beat DC and then a specifically GTG goal and nothing else you need to do in like CAC or Death Mountain area. The problem with Child is usually you have something like Shadow to do, so like you come down the mountain and do DC, and they're like, oh, I want to go to Shadow next, but then you're like, oh, I could also DC Wrong Warp, and those conflict with each other. That's what happens to me all the time, so I'm like, why even bother?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of an underappreciated weakness of Child Only, which is not only that like you have to do all these crazy hovers or whatever, but it's just like getting around is like way less convenient than as adult.
Yeah, it's so much slower. You have access to effectively 0 warp songs, because Requiem doesn't really count, it's never useful.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Forest Save Warp is arguably worse than Temple of Time Save Warp as well, in terms of like bingo goal concentration.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of debatable. Putting you near Lost Woods is actually kind of nice, but yeah, it does leave you hard-pressed to get to a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, it's mostly places that like adult has no trouble getting back to quickly either way, since you have like Minuet and Bolero are free usually as adult.
Yeah.
So like it's not really an advantage compared to like Temple of Time is like a big advantage for like Desert Rose or whatever, or CAC. The
Yeah,
child like often has to return to CAC.
Yeah, as child-only bingos, your typical route goes like your initial CAC setup with like ZL if you need it, and then you usually either go to Desert immediately if you can, or save warp and do a bunch of stuff in Lost Woods, and then at some point go down Death Mountain and to go back to CAC for like Shadow if you needed ZL for like get past the boat or something.
I guess she's looking up the good strat.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to think too hard about this. Just pull the chew and let it hit you, and then just you can sort of find the position.
Now you have to kind of just rely on your taco to be nice.
Yeah, if you have to do this the intended way, this is really awful.
Yeah, it's like pretty troll. 'Cause that's like a huge chicken.
It blocks the majority of the path, and then it'll move, and then one of the other ones will move in the way.
I
Yeah, if
do
you
actually wonder, like, if you put that Cucko in CAC, how big would it be?
But it's got to be huge.
Yeah, like, because there's perspective plus it's
Yeah,
much bigger than the normal
it's-
one. Like,
It looks like 4 or 5 times larger than the normal one, and it's further away.
yeah,
this
I
is
think
really
if you
hard,
cook that
just
to a
YOLO.
chance-
Yeah, I don't think you just YOLO this. It's. I remember when I was doing max percent adult, I hated bomb chew bowling because the normal strat doesn't work.
Okay, last chew. Let's see.
That's gonna hit it.
It worked before.
I'm just gonna go around again. We're gonna approach.
Doesn't have enough money,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'll print the
and you can't just talk to her again.
yeah, she doesn't know. I don't know if she knows how much it
She's like,
is.
get out of here.
It's 20 meters,
Sell the
so
bugs.
not necessarily a problem in practicing market.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can go
Alright,
to
gotta go
lots.
doing triple bombs. Yeah, it's funny how like he
Oh.
refuses to do the West and does West, but like will waste free bombs on this.
Why do you think he wasted time on the problem?
But it's just cooler than Large Clip.
He needed the bumps for this strat.
Alright.
Oh yeah. It's like literally it's the drill meme. Help me budget this. 18 bombs on Enter Shadow.
So 5 small keys in Shadow is a pretty straightforward goal. Most of them are not very hard to get. You have to... The first one is just in the first Silver Rupee room, then you clip past the boat and unlock the door from behind, or clip past the boat, fence clip, sorry. Then unlock the door that's there from behind, and then you can bomb the bombable floor in that room for another key, then ride the boat, grab what's normally the last key, then just save warp and go get the other 2.
Yeah, the route is pretty straightforward, but like Deep Shadow is extremely easy to bleed time on. Like the good strats are very technical and difficult to do, especially if you have chews. Like, if you have chews, you could potentially do this like very fast with a bunch of double chew hesses. But in practice, those don't go too well. I mean, both people who's done Deep Shadow today are like good runners, and they lost a bunch of time. So, very possible.
These side ones are such pain because it's so hard to get Link to face actually straight down the alley.
Yeah.
Because he wants to snap like facing that direction, because it's technically a wall in front of you, right? Yeah, this is not going well.
It's just rough because she like clearly knows part of the strat, but she just doesn't know how to like put it all together.
Yeah, I mean the strat is very simple. You just target forward like that, hold a chew above your head and release everything, let it hit you and it'll turn your angle to what you want, then you just lock your angle, and then it's just a slightly different position for each of these each ones.
Well,
alright.
Rage.
Yeah. One chew YOLO.
I don't know.
First try easy. Don't cook the chew for too long, please. Okay, okay.
There's actually a potential.
Oh no!
Literally, the chicken saw it and just turned around. Like, for her timing. Okay, Grego knows which way to face. That's good.
So Bombshell Bone prize, is it specifically one of the permanent prizes, or is it like win the game?
Any of the prizes.
So she can win this.
You just have to win the game once. It doesn't matter
Grego?
what you win.
Hello?
Grego's forgetting a key. That's bad. Oh,
I think,
that was.
yeah, I think Nolly did literally the same thing in his race, but he realized and just jumped off the boat.
He's thinking about it.
Oh no,
No.
he's just trying to be cool.
That's okay. He'll realize partway down. Oh no, he realized. Yeah. Oh.
Actually, there's something quite cool you can do with time stopping there, which is an actor glitch to that room, and then you can actually make the pot fly up all the way to the level of the silver rupee room above. You know, like it'll clip through the ceiling. They're like very high up. It's like a big fall. So like, it's interesting that like objects can ceiling clip too. Yeah, I mean,
That's
this is
pain.
actually it's still like a contest for who gets the next goal.
Oh, there goes Grego again. I'm missing the
Yeah,
wheel.
from here this jump is
But
like
yeah.
literally never worth. But whatever.
All right, please don't die to the floor masters.
If you just like stand on the platform in the corner and stab them, it's like basically impossible to fail. So
Yeah, I
hopefully
didn't
he
know
knows he
about
can
that
do
strat.
Nuts are also making it like pretty unfailable.
Yeah.
Usually.
I always used ISG and then rolled around until I hit them, which is probably terrible.
That sounds very slow and does not protect you from getting grabbed.
But it does if you know where they are and you keep them on like your left-hand side and roll into them. Which it's not hard to find them because the target reticle always shows where they are.
Do you know what else shows where they are? Stunning
Nuts.
them with nuts.
Yeah.
Grego not opting for ball strats, so it's unfortunate. Oh, Amber.
So what
seemed to
Amber's doing
remember-
is,
She just hasn't backed up enough.
yeah, you have to stay away from. You have to back up. You can't
I
just.
think she'll realize after she fails at the next one. Oh, she just
Or-
didn't target. That works.
Right.
Or not. I think, yeah, you
Think she-
can't shield drop it like that, but cooking it should fix it.
I think this is just the wrong position to stand for this one. I don't remember where all the positions are.
I actually don't know the center either. I just do it like this. I just do it.
But the one for the, I remember the one for the last one. It's like near the.
Okay, Grego got to the room, so he's
Okay,
safe.
let's see what he does.
Nuts are equipped.
Yeah, we should be fine.
The strat I know for the level that Amber is on is you get hit by the bomb shoe and then you just stand as far down left as you can in the corner, and then you just.
Oh, okay, she got it. Yeah, there's a few different ways you can do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
3-0. Grego is completely out of this, if you ask me.
Yeah, just totally lost.
Complete annihilation. Though, like, it cannot feel good to go at all to like 56 minutes in.
What do you mean?
Like when you just
Feels
have like
fine.
a big chunk, like you just did a bunch of gameplay, like oh, now you have like to reset again, like set up everything.
Going adult with 3 goals. That's gotta feel great. That is still a lot to do as adult, though. One skull from each adult dungeon is a lot
Yeah.
in
Like,
isolation.
Master Sword cutscene itself isn't that long, but that's not really what kills you. What kills you is like getting hook shot, getting hover boots, and all this kind of stuff, which
Yeah.
normally like goes into the setup phase in like a normal bingo. But in this case, it feels like you've already done your setup phase. So,
Yeah.
like, mentally, it doesn't like it seems like, oh, I still do it as adult, and I'm going. I got Master Sword at a reasonable time, but like it's easy to miss adult setup stuff.
Just skip hook shot. It's totally worth it.
In some ways, it certainly is. But...
That's very rare.
Yeah, I feel like it used to be more
I mean-
common as sorry arrows on English, because like those are just shorter, so like
Yeah.
there used to be the 8.5 meta of sorry in Fire Temple, and Fire Temple is very reasonable about hook shot. Also,
Right,
people
yeah.
just knew how to do it because Ganon was, because that category was like alive at the time. Oh, very nice from Dragon. And glitchless tryharding.
Yeah. Didn't know you just damage boost up there.
Yeah, it's really cool. No, I mean, actually, I'm not sure that was glitchless. I didn't check if he clipped or not. That one not being used. That's how you know it was a long time ago. No, Matt. Oh, well, he didn't beat Tom, but like, he beat Tom spiritually. Here. I should say, like, morally beat Tom. Just, yeah, I used the wrong word. Well, Grego's coming up on the 5th key.
Almost got his first goal. Let's see, will he get the sub 1 hour first goal? He should make it. It'll be close.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just actually use the
Yeah. In practice, if you're not quick spinning the chew, I'm not sure how much faster chew thread is since you've let it cook. But
Oh, yeah! 59, 56. Sub 1. Five-hour pace. That's right. That's how that worked.
I think maybe a fun bingo variant where like there's like to your final time you add like some bias for like when you completed the first, second, third, fourth goal. You have to kind of like rethink your row choice in terms of early goals and try to balance it.
Required to rush goals as fast as possible.
Yeah, it almost gives like a more walkout-ish rooting experience to
Yeah.
a bingo. Though you'd have to like pick the biases to not like just be like overwhelming. I mean, you could even go like double bingo and make it like a row itself, row of biases for your goal completion times.
There you go. Didn't
It'd be
quite
funny
do
if
enough.
the biases are like included on each goal of the card, and then like because like when you pick a row, there's like an order to the goals, and then like that's your bias order. So you have to like balance two things at once in picking a row.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, Gregor was getting Sun Song.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, actually, Sun Song was a shout for fixing time of day for Zoras as well. You can set it for night, like right before you play Ceremony.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. He could do Zora's ZD Skulls whenever he wants.
Yeah, but I think Requiem timeout, time of day works very well to click.
It sounds like
especially
it would, yeah.
If you farm bombs, sorry, I can't talk.
So what's Amber's route? I guess hookshot, hover boots, shadow skull, then go do a fire
She
skull, then
might
force.
want bomb. I know she already has bombs. I
Yeah.
wonder if in this case, skipping trail altogether is always good. Just like wessing
Yeah.
forest, and then doing like ending on fire and doing a bolero skip.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to go to water and spirit.
Yeah, water is great right after getting into it though. And then you can chain the water into spirit pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think that's like usually when you don't really need to like anything in trail, it's like the good adult route for skulls.
Yeah, it
That's
sounds
definitely what I
reasonable.
used to do for Jira RBA rows.
I don't think it's a huge difference either way.
Yeah, this is like very small stuff, but I don't know.
Might just
If you want to go back to talking about potential bingo variants, that's an option too.
um,
Or we could talk about Grego's amazing movement.
Grego doing
Okay, oh, that
bomb
respect
OI.
that so
That's
much. Holy
pretty
shit.
sick.
Falling off the thing, like you have like zero visual cue there.
I mean, most people just, you know, RBA the odd potion and then use that. But, you know, why do that when you can... I hope he RBA'd odd potion.
He did, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Grego's a known bomb OI enjoyer. He's always trying to talk me player.
Well, I don't have a clear picture of what's going on because Discord is sort of dying to me, but okay, it's better now.
Okay. We can still hear you at least. Kind of damn pay time is Amber gonna get? Time to beat is 49.
Oh, Grego is opting for going upriver from Kakariko. I'm
Pretty
not
sure
convinced
that's
this is
slower.
fast.
Yeah, I think,
And this is actually like much tighter on time of day too.
which doesn't matter that much to the Suns, but I still don't think that's very fast. Hey, it's probably fine.
Oh, is that never Bonza? Yeah, good. He's got good bomb luck this road too. This bingo.
Alright, Amber gets a 50. Respectable.
I'm pretty sure Grego got a 50, no? I think that was tied.
Yeah, he... Oh, was he? Okay, I thought he was 49. Maybe I'm imagining things. What's this? Oh,
And this is like the good strat for getting up.
oh I didn't even know you could ground jump that.
I think you could use so like if you like do a double combo ground jump to get that HP quickly, because you can like get a store a ground jump, get hovers on him, roll towards it, and ground jump, if I recall correctly, to get onto the
Nice.
pillar.
You think he's gonna barely get this one? Yeah. We'll have to play Suns for the other ones. It's fine.
This is gonna be. Oh, I thought he was going for like the shortest.
I thought he was going for a Hess. I was gonna be like, what is that Hess?
Yeah, it's gonna keep happening.
I mean, it's fast. Like, there's no denying it.
It is, yeah. That's faster than. Oh, then
Dude,
falling in the
Grego would
river.
like literally do bigger runs without Ocarina, just constantly bomb lying.
Grego skip bottle, skip ocarina, and do bomb away.
Actually, I think Grego, like when he was running Glitchless 90%, mentioned something about like wanting to finally have like a bottle skip bingo.
Bottle
Oh,
skip
yeah.
bingos used to happen. I feel like
Yeah.
I've done at least one of them, probably a few of them, but they nowadays I think they're skipping bottle is just never worth it. There's always like one thing, even if you don't need it. There's always one thing that saves enough time to justify it.
Yeah, like it used to be reasonable for VC players doing child churros, because Ocarina Die was sort of
Yeah,
forced. And that's the only time I've ever done bottle skip bingos. And that was on English too, where rows are generally shorter, so less
yeah.
potential use cases for bottle.
But like nowadays, there's just so many more small bottle tricks that I think it's just always worth getting. Grego, you moved King Zora.
Yeah, I think you saw when you were swimming. I was like, I've done this so many times. I don't even think it's that much slower than walking around.
It probably isn't. It might have been faster.
I doubt it's faster because you have to like swim and stuff and do the
Yeah.
clip, but I don't think it's much slower. And potentially you could extend the hest into that versus doing the hest to clip, which would save more time. Okay, this is looking good for Grego.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Amber versus her enemy this tournament, please.
The arch nemesis of this ledge.
Okay, she's done with the bad scenes.
Yeah, unless you missed the... Okay, if you get stuck there, I've never seen anyone get stuck there.
I don't think I've ever...
Did she just load the door?
Yeah, I think she loaded.
Oh,
you could
she
do that
slide
if you're
hopped
too far to the
to the left,
left,
yeah.
Yeah, I doubt she knows the ledge clip.
Yeah, she's gotta go back.
I'm not sure if I ever like verified this, but I think those other ones are bad because they're not cardinal aligned, which messes with like walkability conditions and stuff. I believe that's why they're worse. I haven't actually tested it, but based on what I know about how standing on walls works, which is what seam walking is essentially,
Sounds
is
reasonable.
that's how it
I
should. That's what should make it them worse.
I don't know what she left graveyard for.
Poe position, perhaps.
Oh, maybe, yeah, to get ISG again. I mean, you can just use a bomb, but I guess you don't want to do that.
Grego is escorting.
Carrying Rudo around.
Yeah, not much to say about this. Yet to be skipped. Basically identical to casual play. Just kind of there.
Yeah. There's only one context I'm aware of where you can skip this, if you have beta Jabu stuff. Like I know... Was it Max? Which one of the Max? I've done this Rudo escort quest skip before with beta Jabu in one of the categories I ran. I think it was one of the max percent. It was either max percent adult or inventory explosives. One of them does it.
I'm not sure if there are known void wolves to that room.
And as far as I know.
No, I don't think so. Cause I think no doors just does just like goes out of bounds for the whole dungeon.
Yeah. If you're in beta Jabu, the door is just unlocked, so you can go in there, set FW, and then it warps you back to regular Jabu, and you just get boomerang.
Yeah, that's well. The thing is that beta Jabu requires. Wait, no, I guess you can get to beta Jabu for ever wrong warps.
Yeah, with FW wrong warps, you can get there. It's obviously very, very convoluted. I think what was it? I think it's a text transfer wrong warp with Rudo Archery, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like unfortunately, wrong warps are always going to be kind of not too useful in bingo, just because.
Except for the ones that are very fast to set up.
Yeah, unless you have a lot of dungeon goals, it'd be really cool if like the types of wrong warps that MST does with the kind of the gossip text to set FW elsewhere, wherever practical. But you basically just need like a Dodong door type situation,
Yeah.
or maybe a DC to Deku type situation for that to pan out,
Mhm.
which don't come up too often. One
I mean, the
thing that
problem
was
with wrong warps is
sorry,
if
go
you,
ahead.
yeah, there's so many wrong warps that rely on FW, which you just like almost never have. So it's extremely rare that you get a row that you can get FW and has a potential useful wrong warp, right?
Yeah, there's one row that I saw, like this is a while ago, like maybe 2018, which someone actually did, where the goals like lined up perfectly. It was like 9 Goron, so you had Hammer, Goma, so you had to kill Goma, Lax, so you could DAFW, and Saria's song, so the wrong warp into Saria's song like had a purpose.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the
that's
Saria's
actually
song
really
wrong
sick.
warp row. I think the other goal is like a songs goal, so like you got magic for free basically. It's like literally the stars have to align for FW wrong warps to be worth something.
Yeah. I've always wanted to see a row where using archery to wrong warp to Hassel as adult to get the final market skull was actually good, but I've never seen a row where that makes sense.
Oh, that used to be good. Todd used to do it
Yeah.
like pretty often. But it's in the generator, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Like it just got patched. So it's like
Basic.
if it's
Yeah.
accounted for, it's like never worth it because it's very easy to mess up. Yeah, it's like a lot of bingo balance updates or rules were like literally just like nerfing
Yeah.
Cobb essentially over
Mhm.
the years. There's been a few things. There's archery wrong warp. There was the Requiem bracelet thing. Basically any like child only accounting as well was partially Cobb getting good times with it.
Here's another one.
Yep.
Go 3-3 now.
He just has Ice Arrow's
It's
Requiem,
like,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I think he's almost done.
Amber unfortunately missing the jump. Yeah, if you don't know like the good setup, it's pretty easy to maybe aim a bit too far to the right. I very much question this over a save warp, but whatever. Maybe he wants bombs. You have 13 bombs, you're doing like 5 things. Okay.
Yeah, you don't really have to do anything hard with bombs right now.
You know, if he didn't do this bomb wise.
It's okay, he saved the bomb on that one Mega Sword.
Amber unfortunately died.
Yeah, there's if you have bombs, there's a safe strat with the ground jump, but she just doesn't know it.
Yeah, it's that much safe. Yeah, I guess it is safer. It's a little bit easier. I don't remember how it works though.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Clara said in a different context, but she is right that like a lot of bingo time losses are just like knowledge checks. Like you don't
Yeah.
remember something very clearly, so you end up messing up the setup, or you don't know about like some obscure way to save a bit of time.
You can also do this with a just a super slide, like hover boot super slide from the platform beside the boat, which is pretty easy.
You can do it with a few things. Oh god, morning is so cursed here. I've never been here in the morning, I don't think. Like, look at that.
The
Like,
actual fog.
actual London type shit. Like,
Monka Brexit. There you go. Fail the Hess a couple times. Just do the mega side hop. That's the way to do it.
that's what the bombs are for. yourself to it, guys.
He always makes
I'm
me
hessing with hover boots. Backwalk hessing
I
with
mean,
hover
it's
boots
not.
on.
If you have to enter GTG, it's actually good. Just maybe do an overhead one. Oh, there we go.
Amber grabs the ledge.
Nice. That's. There we
You're in
go.
there. Yeah, so I mean, this would have been a much better time for Grego without child shenanigans, but still looking. I think sub 120 is like impossible now, but it'll be like
Yeah.
a high 120ish. Wasteland, maybe it's like a 121.
Yeah, I think if you do Wasteland quickly, it's a low 120s, which is a pretty damn solid time, I think.
Yeah, given what happened in child, there weren't too many mistakes in adult. There was like some stuff. There was maybe unoptimal routing, but
But not that much.
mostly, yeah, like there wasn't anything huge in adult for sure.
It was all on the ZD skull, the one ZD skull, which is a break point for a lot of people, so. it's a tough hover to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like insta tilt for the rest of the bingo. If you mess that up on it.
Well, it could be, or it could just remove all the pressure. I guess in a normal race it kind of does. You're like, okay, there's no more pressure, I can't possibly get a good time anymore, so.
Yeah, it's true. That's like an extra element to tournament racing is like
Yeah.
tilt just doesn't go away because
Yeah, because you know you're actually
this is
racing.
gonna follow you.
Yeah. So Amber is opting to go up Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, he definitely like played pretty well for the rest of it, but I mean it doesn't like more else I was saying is like it wouldn't necessarily help you play well. Yeah, this is a familiar sight. For me at least, so maybe probably not for Grego. Well, I mean, I guess this shows what I know about farming bombs.
Amber opting to get Goron Tunic.
Yeah,
Question
maybe.
the value of that for just one skull, but I mean,
Yeah,
if you
I
don't
think
know it,
she
yeah.
probably just is not used to tunicless fire and might not even know like how easy first room is to make on timer.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable, then yeah, fair enough. But getting just to one skull is quite easy. If you want, you don't even have to go into the heat, right? You can just grab the first key and clip past the pillar and do the skull back there. But you don't even have to do that.
And there's a safety for the jump too. You just open the door and use again. Like,
yeah,
you basically can never die in heat timer on that.
Yeah, really need to pull a bomb and then just run into him is a much better strat for this. Like, just cook a bomb over your head till it's about to blow, then just let him hit you.
This is no way. Oh.
Well, that worked.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, got him on the like turnaround. It's actually not a bad strat to like stand between where the Goron would roll past the bomb and like leave some space. So like you have like you effectively double your window for hitting him, or more because like he stalls a bit in possibly in range to turn around.
Assuming he doesn't just jump past you like he often does.
Oh yeah, you can just get like flung.
Yeah.
In some cases, yeah.
Grego is just about done.
All right, time for Grego.
GG.
GG. Surprise. Actually, well, maybe I can't. I've covered my Discord window with chat. Oh, he already is in the waiting room.
Let me drag him in here for a little interview. What's up, Grego?
GG.
GG's.
Coping, seething experience.
Yeah. So what?
So I did not realize that you need to choose to get through the first room of the thing. Choose your song.
Oh no.
And I walked in there, and it wasn't until I saw the switch that I realized I was gonna have to learn something new. So
Yeah,
I debated trying to just tough out the Octorok cover because I've done that for low percent, but I've only ever done it as adult, and I think it's just fucked as child, or I don't know,
Yeah.
that's a curse. I
Amber's
think it's just
position
really
here
messed up
was
as child.
wrong. Yeah, bad angle. Well,
But I got it eventually. I just hope it didn't mess up my meeting too much because I lost a lot of time to a lot of things. I had sticks and I forgot I had sticks, so I had to save warp like 3 times as adult in the worst place. And then I just like failed everything. But I don't know.
Amber could be done in 20-ish minutes, possibly. More realistically, maybe closer to half an hour.
Yeah.
It depends how comfortable she is with like water skull and stuff.
So
He has lullaby, so I think water skull should be okay.
Grego has one. So basically once we're done with the interview, I do plan to stop the restream. She is welcome to finish the bingo for her own time. But I was talked to about ending restream after a victor was decided.
You guys see my Bamo eyes?
Fantastic,
I knew you were
beautiful.
going for them, and every time you baited everyone.
I was
else.
so happy when I got the Song of Storms one. That
Song
one
of
was
Storms
like
one's
all
really
awkward.
cool.
Yeah.
The-
You baited me good in River. I thought you were gonna
River, yeah.
Hess, and then you just did Bomb OI instead.
Did you see
Look-
my I got a bomb drop from a tree. I had to save warp to get Master Sword back because I had sticks on VC. Like sticks on B and I
Yeah.
had sticks, I guess.
Yeah.
So the point I had to save warp and then I did a Hess like to the Lost Woods, but I bonked the tree and I got a bomb drop, a flex bomb drop.
Fantastic.
Yeah, those
You're
are cool.
So I do want to ask you, Grego. Shaggy and Moose were talking about time of day routing with the ZD
Mhm.
skulls with Requiem, and you ended up getting Sunsong.
How would you do it with Requiem?
Requiem time of day is like a bit before night, and then by the time it takes to clip into Zora's domain from Serenade, they're about good, and then you just like walk down the river.
Oh, I forgot. I guess yeah, that is an option. But wouldn't you lose time from having to finish the Requiem cutscene?
Requiem cutscene end on is like 8 seconds or something stupid.
Oh, okay.
It's like 10, 8. Yeah, it's not very long.
Yeah, not significant.
But also, Sunsong time of
Interesting.
day would have been good too. You would still be able to make it, even if you went from
Oh, like
instead of
from
going upriver,
Serenade?
you went from Serenade. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that clip in ages, as dumb as it is. It's
Yeah.
something I need to practice. There's a lot of things I need to practice. I need to practice Shadow. I need to practice a bunch of those overworld like clips and megas and whatever.
Yeah, that clip is important and can tilt you pretty hard if you can't get it. So it's worth practicing.
Yeah, I was tilting at the start because I saw Amber picked a good row. She was like already doing good. Like when I was in the fountain, I was worried I was gonna like lose it all.
Yeah,
To the hover?
Amber picked a pretty interesting row. We almost never see Bomb Chew Bowling Prize, but in this particular row, it's pretty comfy with Goron Bracelet and a bunch of stuff you can do as child.
Yeah, I saw what she did in DC. Like even with all that, it's not a terrible time at all.
Yeah, I think there was something happening at the same time as fountain stuff on Amber's side, but I forget what it was. Or maybe it was. Maybe oh no, I'm thinking of the
She was
Shadow
like in
at the same
like
time
the
as
Goron Bracelet
Mark.
stuff,
Yeah, I was thinking of Shadow
like Zelda cutscene.
at the same time as bowling, like racing for the goals.
Bowling was a bit of a time loss, and then she struggled in Shadow a little bit. Otherwise, I want to say it's.
I didn't see her Bomb Chew Bowling. I
Her
was
Bomb
like,
Chew-
I was already playing the game at that point, I think.
Yeah, she went for casual strats, and it's a bit of a headache to navigate. The
Okay, yeah.
How it goes.
There's a strat where you can do to skip the second wall altogether, like and it like the bomb chew like clips out of bounds behind the second wall and just goes straight to the third one.
Yeah, it's a
really
nice
sick.
strat. Discovered in the middle of a rando.
Discovered in the middle of a rando by like an actual literal child.
Yeah.
Have you seen
by
that clip,
accident.
Moose?
Yes, I have seen
Yeah.
it.
The kid's like he does it and just like literally starts screaming like a baby, like actually. Hilarious. But yeah, I hope to do better next time.
I mean, if
I didn't
rando
really
is
think
good
there were
for-
super comfy rows on this board. I didn't like a lot of them.
Which ones did I like again? I think I liked. It's been too long. I forgot. There were some that
I'm
I
looking at
liked.
it again. Row 1 was comfy, but it looked very slow to me.
Claire. How?
Although it's just a lot of long goals that I have trouble wrapping my brain around.
Bully equipment is shorter than you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
row
I thought
4.
row
Row
one
4
was okay.
is probably good, I think, but I have no
And-
clue how to route 16 heart pieces. I like looked at it once and I just kind of gave up.
Bronze gauntlets is a goal that a lot of people avoid, but it's not really that bad.
I mean, you can just get choose and do the hover like between like when you go straight to, how do I say this? Like you would get, instead of just getting egg and then say warping, you would get egg and hookshot and hovers and save warp, and then you can
Yeah.
go to Cannon's Castle right after.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or you can do a quick swap shenanigans if you feel like it.
Yeah. I've always told myself I'm never picking domain skulls, and this time I saw it, I was like, child boomerang. It's gonna be comfy, it's gonna be fast, it's gonna be safe.
Yeah, that's what we thought you were gonna do until you started going there without choose, but I guess you didn't
Yeah,
realize.
I didn't realize that there was one small issue, one tiny little minuscule detail that I didn't know about or
Yeah.
didn't remember. But I mean, I learned the strat, and now I can just never do it again. It's gonna be awesome. I swear that setup, like, there's got to be some specific way that you need to side hop into that corner at the very beginning, because there's no way that it's actually consistent with like quote unquote normal fixed movement. There's got to be some little tiny thing.
I do a slightly different setup, like the original Tob one, and I've never had.
I googled it, or I put it on YouTube, and I got the juke one, and then I like read from the Tob one, but watched the juke one.
Yeah, the juke one is a bit risky in that like you have to time your backflips properly to get hit.
Oh, do you?
If with that angle, generally you can. Like, cause you do like one
Actually,
S,
you know,
right?
now that I think about it, I didn't actually watch the actual hover. I just watched I watched the seam walk. And I
Yeah,
assumed
like,
the hover
the
was
hover
normal.
is the most finicky part, in my opinion. Because either you have to do some timing stuff, or you have to, on the last hover, you have to go a bit early to gain extra height if you're doing the no, if you don't adjust your position after turning right from the seam walk. And you have to do an
Interesting.
angled flip.
I think the strat just kind of sucks, actually. I don't like it.
If you know what you're doing, it's fine, but learning on the fly is not good.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have tried to learn it in the run, in the race.
Oof, Amber missed the minuet cutscene skip and died. That hurts.
Unfortunate.
Amber hasn't made a whole lot of huge mistakes, has she? I mean, they were like there was bounty bowling in DC, but that was all I saw.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't made a lot of mistakes. It's just the mistakes she's made have been rather costly.
Yeah. Okay.
The Shadow Skull was a bit rough.
Mhm. Bomb Shoe Bowling, I think, is probably still her biggest time loss.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Bomb Shoe Bowling really didn't go well. Had to go out and farm extra rupees multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, she's just watching the cutscene.
Yeah, I think bomb count's a bit low.
Yeah,
God,
there's
I forgot I had crater bombs. I was like, okay, I need to save every single one of these bombs, and then I ended up with like 20 extra at the end. I missed a bunch of houses.
Yeah, you had 20 extra going into Wasteland, but then you used almost
Yeah,
all of them.
okay, no, we're not gonna talk about it. Okay. What happened to the wasteland stays in the wasteland.
It's okay. You can Hess through Wasteland. It's fine, sweetie.
I did get full wasteland hits at the end, but
Nah,
that
you
doesn't
did.
really matter when you void like 5 times.
All right.
I don't
So
know.
we are
If
gonna
you
save
get
up. Sorry, go ahead.
if you get Song of Storms bomb away, I think you're cool. That's the
I
rest of
gotta
the
clip
bingo
a
doesn't
few
matter.
things from that. I really
some
want to see your
clips.
reaction to like that that tree bomb and the Song of Storms thing.
Okay. Any last words from anyone? I am gonna go ahead and cut the restream, and we'll send over to Amber's stream where you can watch her finish the bingo there.
Thanks for restream, GG or GL to Amber.
Yeah. Good luck to Amber. Thanks everyone for watching, and everyone have a good night.